Hello, my friends. My name is Darren Gerdes, and this is the Daily Brief. So, as I said, I think we're going to see a little bit of a calming effect. I don't think the war is going to just wind down or anything, but 700 Russians off the battlefield, only 9 tanks removed, only 9 armored combat vehicles, only 7 vehicles and fuel tanks. And it depends on where you are. This may not be calm at all, but I think it'll click down a little bit after the presidential election. We'll see in the next few days if that's the case or not. Kyiv confirms drone attack on Russians' Engels Air Base. Now, there's not a lot to see here. The Ukrainians actually sent drones to try to attack Engels Air Base. It looks like those drones have been shot down. I mean, that seems to be the case. Engels may be one of the few places where Russia goes, we really do need air defense artillery here. And it's good to know that. So attack everywhere else where there's not oil refineries and such and force them to bring their air defense artillery back or suffer losses. Preliminary data suggest that anti-aircraft defense system was activated. Residents report hearing a prior siren. There's no official information on casualties or damages, the report stated. One commentator residing near the airfield wrote there was at least one direct hit. The rest of the drones likely shot down by anti-aircraft missiles. Then came fire trucks, ambulances, police with flashing lights. But I don't know that there is even one direct hit. We just don't know enough information. Here it is in the Independent, the attack on Engels Air Base. Ukrainian intelligence source said Ukraine drones operated by the GUR military intelligence agency attacked the Engels Air Base deep inside Russian territory early on Wednesday. And it was previously targeted. So, because it was previously targeted, and because it houses a nuclear capable flying arsenal, maybe that's why they have had it protected. But even on Twitter, like you would generally see explosions on Twitter, you would see something, but there's not a lot that's on Twitter about this. Okay, so there might be something, there might not be something, there probably isn't something. So I'm not telling you, look, this is a thing. I'm saying it's probably not a thing. Now, I told you yesterday that would be the last one on Putin's election, but I couldn't help myself this morning when I saw this. According to Golos Movement's calculations based on Sergei Shiplin's analytics method, 22 million votes were fraudulently added to Putin's total from the ballot stuffing alone. Experts downloaded data from the official election website, bypassing CAPTCHAs, encryption, and blocking, and obtaining data for about 98% of polling stations. The number of anomalous votes for Putin in paper ballots is 22 million. Now, the ridiculous thing is, he didn't need to stuff the ballot boxes. Look at this. Putin won 87.929% of the vote out of 76 million. 76 minus 22, you could double that, the amount that it was stuffed, and he still would have won. You could double and a half that, and he still would have won. So he didn't need to do this, but he couldn't help himself. Okay, so there was a resolution passed in Congress condemning illegal abduction of Ukrainian children. It passed. It passed by a large margin. Two-thirds needed to pass. So they needed 360 to pass. They had 384, but there were 9 Republicans that voted against it. So that's the picture. Here, these 9 House Republicans voted against a resolution condemning Russian abduction of Ukrainian children. It was sponsored by Democratic Representative Susan Wild of Pennsylvania. The resolution holds the Russian government, quote, responsible for the wrongful and illegal kidnapping of children from Ukraine, unquote, and states that doing so amounts to genocide. It really does, and I think that's fair. But here's another nuance. 18 Republicans had no votes, 21 Democrats had no votes. Now, it's possible that they may not have just been in Washington, but sometimes this mechanism is used to not participate. So it's 384 to 39 with 20 seconds left. So it wasn't going to go very far from that point forward. Okay. Last bit, back by popular demand, is the toilet drone, just because it was so amusing and awesome, and I just like watching it. Look at that. All right. Well, with that, thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.